I'm Lois. I'm Cheryl.
I'm Amir.
Basically, it came out of a group of kind of activists who have been going to the demonstrations and been on LSE about Freeze the Fees, our campaign, and yeah, it just came out of that really.
I think we was a bit wary of doing it in the first place for lack of support, but we visited other occupations, we visited UCL, SOAS, and we realised we need to do this. Like LSE in 1968, they were the forefront of occupation and starting the political movement, and we felt like, hold on a minute, we should be part of this too. And I think that's what we sprung just from necessity really, that we had to do this.
I'm just thinking, well, 7 days left. Well, 6 days now, is it? 6 days left. So just give it everything that we have really.
We had about 80 to 100 at the biggest point. I think we had 30 people staying last night. And I think we've regularly had about 20 people in the room.
At least,
that's the minimum we've had, and then other people, obviously we've got about 40 people in the room now.
I know it sounds like quite a big thing to say, but I felt quite proud, in the November 10th demonstration when there was just so many students and stuff, and it was it's really felt for the past few weeks and stuff that students have been leading the fight against the government, and it's made me feel proud as a student, and that there will be adults looking at it and going well done on you. And we've had more from trade unions come in and giving us their support and stuff, and messages of solidarity from different trade unions, and not really student-based political organisations. And so it's been great to know that we're not alone, and there's and it really emphasises the fact that the government's actions are affecting society, not as a whole, not just students.
Yeah, I think if as you're saying, if people want to get involved that aren't students, I think they have to realise that this is a mass thing. There's so many trade unions on strike, and if you're in favour of the students, you should also be in favour of all the workers, which is what they're doing as well. Go along, see people on a strike, see people in occupation, or even just tell people, because the mainstream media can be really anti what we're doing. Just tell people it's not extreme what they're doing, it's not radical, that all they're doing is trying to fight for what is reasonable.
Students have time to do this stuff, so it's kind of our rite of passage that in your student life you have time to protest, you have a space to occupy. And I think a lot of workers feel where are we going to fit in our time to protest, if they're working 9 to 5. But if you're not happy, then withdraw your labour. It's your democratic right to do so. So if you're not happy, strike.
I think everyone should walk out of their workplace. I think it should be really big on the 9th of December. It's what we've been building up to.